So join me in welcoming Rick Stevens, Paul Abandoned Mission Indians Emeritus Chairman.
Thank you, Sarah. You know, it's always great to come home to family, and AISES, you are just terrific in terms of the opportunities, and I am awestruck, literally awestruck by all that we've had the opportunity to see this evening. And David, so very well done in the great storytelling, but it's you, the people, who allowed those stories to be told. So thank you so much for sharing part of your lives as part of this program this evening. I'm truly honored to have the opportunity to present the Elias Parker Award for 2022. A little bit of background. Each year, the AISES Board of Directors selects the Elias Parker Award winner from a pool of extraordinary nominees. The award is named for a distinguished 19th century Seneca leader whose remarkable career included roles as an attorney, an engineer, a tribal diplomat, and a SACM of the Six Nations Confederacy, wartime secretary to Ulysses S. Grant, and a commissioner of Indian Affairs. This award is the highest award bestowed by AISES and recognizes those who embody the mission of AISES by serving and supporting indigenous people in STEM. I can think of no better individual than the board is recognizing this evening. The 2022 Elias Parker Award winner is Dr. Wren Walker Robbins. Wren, please come to the stage. Thank you. Dr. Walker Robbins joins a distinguished community of leaders who provided extraordinary support to AISES and the indigenous STEM community in many, many different fields and advancing opportunities for others. Dr. Walker Robbins was selected from an impressive national pool of nominees by the AISES Board of Directors. Now in its 39th year, the Elias Parker Award is the highest award that can be given and really embodies the characteristics of the 19th century Seneca national chief who broke multiple racial barriers while establishing a legacy that continues to inspire indigenous leaders. Wren is a lifetime AISES Sequoia Fellow, is on the PRISM National Advisory Board for Teach of America, which oversees the strategy and direction of the organization's LGBTQ+ programs. Since 2018, Wren has served as secretary of the Flathead Reservation Tribal Education Council, which advises the Confederated Salish Kootenai Council. From 2010 to 2016, Dr. Walker Robbins was the president of the North Star AISES Alliance and professional chapters. She has dedicated most of her career to innovating teaching and STEM courses and has been especially focused on the success of underrepresented students. She has taught at several institutions of higher learning around the country, including 2 tribal colleges, Turtle Mountain Community College and Salish Kootenai College, where she is currently chair of the Department of Secondary Education. Her many achievements include the development of the Integrated Indigenous Education Program, a master's degree at the Salish Kootenai College that encouraged the inclusion of indigenous language and culture. The key program offers graduate level coursework for indigenous people across Montana. In addition to AISES, Dr. Walker Robbins is a member of the National Science Teachers Association, the National Indian Education Association, the Society for the Advancement of Chicanos and Native Americans in Science, and the American Association for the Advancement of Science. There's more. Dr. Walker Robbins is an impressive person who exhibits confidence. She is a positive influence on everyone she meets and a standout with AISES students who seek out her wisdom at AISES gatherings. Dr. Walker Robbins is an incredible partner with AISES. She has been shown remarkable leadership, spurs ambition in others, and enhances advocacy for Indigenous people in STEM. This award recognizes her years of generous dedication and her professional and personal achievement. And those last words were from Sarah Echohawk. Dr. Walker Robbins received a Bachelor's of Science at the University of Montana in 1987 and an MS and PhD in Cell and Tissue Biology at the University of New Mexico in 1995. Words from Mike Lavender, our chairman for AISES. Wren is a wonderful individual whose service to Indigenous communities is admirable. She's enthusiastic about creating significant improvements in diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging for people of color in academic and professional fields. Steady and calm, Dr. Walker Robbins is reducing barriers in STEM, one student and one project at a time. Her resolve and strong connection with people are foundational to her leadership and her many achievements. Please join me in recognizing the great leader that we have before you for our Elias Park Award, Dr. Wren Walker Robbins.
Well, it's wonderful to see all of you out there, and I'm really grateful to be here tonight. First, I'd like to thank our esteemed and hardworking AISES board for awarding me this honor. And I'd like to thank them for acknowledging the work that gets done. I was surprised to receive this award. I was also honored and humbled. When I think about the other folk who have received this award, Henrietta Mann, Brett Benally, Rick Stevens, Dr. Al, Jim May, Dwight Gourneau. These are folk who have really served their communities, served our community, and became real beacons and trail makers for our dreams. When I first came to AISES about a decade and a half ago, as a two-spirit, transgender woman of Mohawk descent, I was immediately embraced by this community and by this organization. I was made to feel whole and beautiful just for being who I was. What an incredible gift that was. And over the years, I've really grown very deeply appreciative, very deeply connected to AISES and the work that AISES does and the community that is AISES. And over time, it's become family to me. And that's how it feels to me. The safe place to be just who I am and to grow and to be who I am. And now when I look at you, family, what I see is incredible diversity and incredible beauty. And I see us as a community thriving. And when we thrive, it isn't always easy, right? It's a challenge. Sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes we don't do the right things. But we learn from those things, and we continue to grow, and we continue to thrive. And that's why we do what we do, because we're growing human, indigenous potential in the world. Something that is so needed and so important for all of us. So I see you, family, community, thriving. Why is that important? America Fiara says, who we see thriving in the world teaches us to see ourselves, teaches us to think about our values and how to dream about our futures. And that's why this community is so important, because we were teaching each other how to dream about our futures. Such an incredibly important thing. Finally, I want to thank the AISES staff for pulling this event together year in and year out. This event pulls people from all over, especially youth who come and see what they can dream to be. I want to thank Sarah, Catherine, Kelly, Lisa, Ruth, and so many of the rest of the staff who create this wonderful experience for us to have each year. Finally, I want to thank you and help us dream together for our future, for our youth, a STEM future that creates a world that is sustainable for all of us. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Dr. Walker Robbins, and to all of our Professional of the Year awardees tonight. We are so honored by your presence. We are so pleased to have you join us and that your families, friends, loved ones, and colleagues were here to witness this. The AISES Lifetime Membership Program was named in memory of Sequoia, a member of the Cherokee Nation who perfected the Cherokee alphabet and syllabary in 1821, resulting in the Cherokee Nation becoming literate in 1 year. In this spirit, AISES Sequoia Fellows are recognized for their commitment to the AISES mission, to STEM, and to the American Indian community. They bring honor to AISES by engaging in leadership, mentorship, and other acts of service that support the students and professionals in the AISES family. This morning, AISES held the annual Sequoia's Fellows Breakfast to induct new Sequoia Fellows. At this time, I would like all Sequoia Fellows, including our brand new Fellows, to stand, and let's recognize them by giving them a round of applause. It's incredible to look out and see so many people stand as fellows, as Sequoia Fellows, and to know that next year we'll have even more given the commitments and pledges that were made earlier today. So I'm going to ask them to remain standing, and I would like to ask all of those who are able to stand to please stand as we have an honor song by the Bear Spring Drum Group, who have joined us throughout these 3 days, and we appreciate their willingness to be here to sing the honor songs. And they're going to sing an honor song for our Sequoia Fellows and for all of our honorees this evening.